Today's story is Jack the Ripper, the true story of one of the world's most notorious monsters, and the story begins. The fog rolled in thick over London's East End in the autumn of 1888, swallowing the gas lamps, muffling footsteps, turning every shadow into a hidden figure. Whitechapel was the kind of place where secrets clung to brick walls and alleys swallowed the poor whole. But nothing, not the poverty, not the crime, not the lawlessness, prepared the world for the monster who stepped out of that fog. A killer with no face, no motive, no mercy. To this day, he is known only by the name he gave himself, Jack the Ripper. In the late 19th century, Whitechapel was the beating, rotting heart of London's underclass. Tens of thousands crowded into slums where disease, prostitution, and alcoholism festered unchecked. Narrow alleys twisted like veins across the district, and the glow from the gas lamps barely reached the ground. Police struggled to maintain order among the chaos. Even seasoned officers disliked walking alone after dark. Into this desperate world stepped a killer who understood its darkness intimately. Just 8 days later, on September 8, Annie Chapman was discovered behind 29 Hanbury Street. Her injuries were far worse. Her throat was cut clean through. Her abdomen was opened with precision. Organs were removed and placed deliberately beside the body. A witness reported seeing Annie with a man shortly before her death, a man with a foreign accent and a dark coat. But in the chaos of Whitechapel nights, witnesses were unreliable and the man vanished like smoke. The killer had struck twice. The newspapers were now calling him the Whitechapel murderer, but the name was about to change forever. The Metropolitan Police scrambled to respond. They questioned hundreds, patrolled nights on horseback, and interviewed anyone who had seen even the slightest detail. Fingerprinting had not yet been invented. Crime scene science was in its infancy. The killer used the fog, the darkness, and the maze of alleyways to his advantage. The police received letters, some hoaxes, some disturbing, some possibly real. One in particular, the From Hell letter, arrived with a portion of a human kidney. Was it Catherine Eddowes? Many believe so. Yet despite their efforts, the detectives were always one step behind. Over the years, dozens of names have filled the pages of Ripper lore. Among the most debated, Montague John Druitt, a barrister who died shortly after the last murder. Aaron Kosminski, a local Polish barber with documented mental illness. Michael Ostrog, a Russian con artist with violent tendencies. Francis Tumblety, a misogynistic American quack doctor. Walter Sickert, an artist whose dark paintings fueled wild theories. Each suspect had potential motives. Each had weaknesses in their case. None were ever proven. Truth is, Jack the Ripper was a master of blending in, a ghost in human form. The murders ended abruptly after Mary Jane Kelly. Historians still debate, why did Jack die? Was he imprisoned under another name? Did he flee London? Did he simply lose the urge to kill? No one knows. The silence he left behind was even more terrifying than the murders themselves. In film and television, Jack the Ripper has been reimagined countless times, often depicted as a shadowy figure symbolizing fear, anonymity, and the darker side of Victorian society. Productions like From Hell, BBC's Ripper Street, and various documentaries blend fact with speculation, keeping the legend alive while shaping public perception of the case. These portrayals frequently emphasize the unsolved nature of the murders, using the ambiguity to build suspense and explore the psychology of crime. In literature, the Ripper has inspired thousands of works, from historical analyses to horror novels and alternate history thrillers. Authors often use him as a metaphor for societal anxieties, corruption, or the unknown, making the killer a recurring archetype in Gothic and crime fiction. Modern gaming and digital media have also embraced the Ripper mythos. Video games, escape rooms, and true crime podcasts frequently feature adaptations of the case, capitalizing on its blend of history, mystery, and horror. On social media, the topic resurges regularly through theories, debates, and amateur investigations, reflecting an ongoing public obsession. Today, Jack the Ripper occupies a unique place in pop culture, part historical figure, part legend, and part storytelling engine. His lasting presence highlights society's fascination with the unresolved and the macabre, ensuring that the mystery continues to evolve with each new generation. Thank you so much for listening to today's story. Until the next story, be sure to remember to like, share, and subscribe. And viewers, beware of walking down a dark London alley at night, lest Jack find you.